You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I am back, Rudrance, for Black and White Sports. Well, just a couple hours ago, Lamar Jackson unveiled to the world that he has requested a trade with the Ravens 25 days ago. Now, in case you're keeping score or not keeping score, Lamar is still a Raven, even though he told him I wanted to be traded 25 days ago. And you may be like, well, why not? Isn't Lamar pretty good? Okay, pretty good. I'll give you that. Lamar Jackson is pretty good. But he is not fully guaranteed contract Deshaun Watson pretty good. And in fact, no owner in the league believes any quarterback is deserving of that contract. They didn't believe Deshaun Watson was deserving of that contract. So Lamar's not going to get it. And in case you haven't noticed, the last 7 or 8 quarterbacks that have signed also didn't get a fully guaranteed contract. That includes Patrick Mahomes. I mean, just throwing that out there. So the league has spoken, essentially. The owners have decided they're not giving that contract. Lamar has been available. Nobody has stepped up. So earlier, Lamar put out that statement where he talked about how much he cared about his fans and how much he wanted to win a Super Bowl, but simply didn't care about the Baltimore Ravens anymore. Okay, interesting. I mean, I think they got the hint when you decided to set out at the end of the season and the playoff game. Guys, make no mistake, that rubbed the Ravens the wrong way. It did. I've heard the stories. It rubbed them very wrong. All right? I mean, look, John Harbaugh made it pretty obvious he thought Lamar could play. Sammy Watkins thought he could play. I mean, Boomer Esiason came out, I believe it was 2 weeks ago on WFAN and said, the feeling around the NFL is Lamar quit at the end of the season over his contract. That's not a great way to get a big contract and to get traded. It's not. So, look, NFL fans are aware of all this. And their reaction to this trade demand has been met with, let's just say, not the most positive, not in the most positive way, okay? And you see this thumbs up to thumbs down ratio, 870 to 93. Yeah, that's about what this is all the way down. This is PFT. Let's look at their comments section because these are NFL fans, and this is a great gauge as to exactly how many are in Lamar's corner. And most of them, the great majority of NFL fans, are not in Lamar's corner. Lamar continues to show every day that he is dumber than a box of rocks. He has badly, in caps, overplayed his hand and his damaged goods, both physically and mentally. He should have gotten an agent long ago and didn't. The damage him and his mom have done might be irreversible at this point and irresponsible. 870 to 93. Yikes. Is it still collusion or is he just dumb? I'd say the latter. He can help win games, sure, but he does nothing when it actually matters. Being hurt is also something that negates the demand of a fully guaranteed contract, which he obviously wants. Good luck to the team that thinks he's worth what they'll overpay. According to Peter King, there is absolutely no movement and no talk of any team at the league meetings being interested in Lamar Jackson. Ouch. Now, he is a self-represented tantrum thrower who is a declining skilled running back with very little pro passing talent. Without his deception of run, He has no QB skills. 319 to 81. I'm sure the Ravens would love to trade him. Now just to find a team to give up the draft picks required for the privilege of being able to meet Lamar's value. And of course, this guy is right about the would love to trade him, obviously being very sarcastic about the last part. He's not wrong. Would love to have Lamar in Tennessee. Hey, here's a guy that would take Lamar with the Titans. But not at the cost of 2 first-round picks and $50 million a year. Yeah, keep him. Lamar, if another team was anxious to give you the guaranteed contract, you would have been on their team already. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is a fact. With him and Austin Eckler, there are 2 high-profile running backs on the trade market. Let me give you a thumbs up. Good riddance. Imagine the entire NFL just ignoring him at this point. He'll cave in. Wow. Does this guy not know he has been available for trade since they tagged him? I swear you can't teach this kind of stupidity. You are an idiot, sir. Let's give a thumbs up to that because, Lamar, you're not being very smart. Well, Lamar, since you've been working so hard to represent yourself, how many other teams are interested in you and willing to meet your, quote, value? There have been no reports of any competing offers from any other team. But you would know best. How about winning a Super Bowl? Yeah, if Lamar had a couple of Super Bowl wins under his belt, maybe. I don't know. Wow, now it's really about to get good. Yeah, I agree with that. Laugh out loud, good luck. Let's give it a like. Sorry, dude. You're not that good. Take what you can get and move on. Oh, this is going to be a good one. It's long. I don't remotely blame Jackson for wanting to maximize his earnings. That's his prerogative. But it's pretty insulting of his, quote, fans for him to pitch that he's going to stretch out for himself and his family and then claim that winning big matters so much to him. Sorry, Lamar, in your salary cap sport, those 2 things are mutually exclusive. Not to mention that the biggest issue at hand is his desire for a fully guaranteed long contract that would be unwise for a team to hand out given Jackson's style of play that will be susceptible to injury or premature decline. Premature decline. Cam Newton, anybody. Cam is only like 33 right now. And he can't get back in the NFL. Injuries. This is called, quote, talking out of both sides of your mouth. It's not an honorable thing. This guy just went with the clown. Yeah. Hard, laugh out louds. I can't wait to see how many people say he's not worth it. He needs to take what he's being offered. He's a running back, etc. Does anyone do you like that at your current job or career? No, dude, but guess what? This guy is a public figure and an NFL player in a salary cap league. This guy got downvoted straight to hell. Here lies another problem with not having an agent. He's overvaluing himself and can't see the forest for the trees. Agreed. All college football programs need to create a program to educate their, quote, student athletes on the importance of proper representation after their college careers. We've watched this knucklehead burn at least $50 million in what could have been even more multi-generational wealth for the Jackson bloodline. Absolutely. I mean, he could have long since signed a reasonable market extension and probably made somewhere between 35 and 50 million more dollars right now. And he hasn't done it. This has been one of the most boneheaded moves that any player has ever made. It appears Lamar is overestimating his dollar worth to an NFL team. A guy who doesn't recognize that he can't win a Super Bowl when he takes a large portion of the salary cap. I doubt he's ever going to get much interest. And that is where we will line up. Wow. NFL fans are obliterating Lamar Jackson right now. And look, I kind of like Lamar, or I did. I'm a very team first kind of guy, right? Team comes first, blah, blah, blah. Because a guy like Lamar Jackson, if he wasn't demanding a fully guaranteed contract, Lamar would get a pretty damn good contract, and I think we all know that. Okay? But him not seeing the forest for the trees and hiring an agent and giving up that little piece of money and not realizing that, hey, billion-dollar teams don't want to negotiate a $250 million contract with a football player or his mom or Ken Francis. Lamar looks terrible. And what I wonder is, far as somebody that does not have off-the-field issues, okay, Lamar, he hasn't done the kind of things that have been accused of, the kind of things Deshaun's been accused of. But has anybody destroyed their worth so quickly and ruined his reputation so quickly? When's the last time we've seen a guy do this like Lamar Jackson has? You know, he looks incredibly terrible in all of this. And now you've got a gauge of how NFL fans feel. They can't stand Lamar. He's getting destroyed. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.